Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 21.
My God, already?
Yes, episode 20
Oh.
of season 4. I'm wearing hair that was sent to me.
Are we streaming? Because I'm on YouTube and I'm not seeing it. Oh, wait, there we go. It's lagging a little bit tonight. It's okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I think YouTube is having a little bit of a problem, but it was sent to me. Are we streaming? Yes, we're streaming. Answering you in the past, too.
Thank you. Thank you. You might want to mute that. Did you mute yourself? What happened?
YouTube hates me.
Oh no.
You know,
There's always something.
I kind of had the sense that this was going to happen because Karen and Joy Young had their little thing over the weekend, and they kept having problems with it.
Great, of course, figures.
So,
yeah, there's like two of you now on my screen. One is frozen, and the other one is not.
I'm just gonna go with it. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna.
We'll just. Yep, it's perfect. Okay, we're good. We're just gonna. Yeah, we'll just.
My other YouTube is not working now. I cannot get on the link to see the live show.
I'm watching it, so it's so far we're still good.
Okay.
We're still good. So keep your fingers crossed that it stays that way.
So, keep an eye on the comments and the people.
I will do my best.
If this is your first time watching,
we're sorry and welcome to the show.
This season is brought to you by Phoenix Movie Bears and Gabe King Photography. Make sure you like them on Facebook and check out their websites. I'm Felicia Minor. I do some kind of form of female illusion whenever when I decide to put
I don't know if it's an illusion so much as a impersonation. Whatever. I can't even talk. I'm like, I have very blurry lines right now. People ask me, what do you do? I'm like, I do drag, and they go, oh my God, you're a drag queen. And on the one hand, I'm like, oh, thank you. But then on the other hand, I'm like, wait, no, I don't. But and it gets blurry.
Sometimes
it gets very very blurry.
I just keep going.
You like my dad look tonight?
Yeah, you look like you're about to go bowling.
I am in desperate, I'm working the 60s dad look right now. I am in desperate need of a haircut so bad, but I'm waiting until the very, very last minute so I can get everything done at once. That way I don't have to worry about it growing out and being all crazy and shit.
Oh, the day.
Right. So we're going to get it done it has to be a little bit before that because I need to, get my back waxed.
Yes. God, I wish I could read the comments right now.
No comments for you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And Ryan says there's no echo. The reason there's no echo is because I'm at home and Felicia's at home. Felicia could technically have better sound if she wanted to put in her damn microphone, but she decided she didn't want to do that.
There's bigger and better things coming.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you do this weekend, Felicia?
The only thing that worth talking about, because otherwise I worked and I don't want to bore people to death, is attend the Arizona Gay Rodeo with you and my husband. And all I can say is, yeah.
If it wasn't for I enjoy the eye candy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm not so much a fan of a lot of the rodeo stuff that they do, right? Like all the different the roping and the bull riding and things like that. Not so much a fan. I'll do the barrel racing and all that stuff, but anything that is potentially harmful to an animal, not so much. Not so much. But I mean, it was interesting, although
it was my first time Well, my husband says we've been to the gay rodeo before, but this is the first time I've actually seen like the events, I suppose. I don't remember that.
Well, you were probably drunk.
This is possible, but I was drunk this weekend, so I thoroughly remember how stupid some people were, and
oh Lord, man, I tell you, oy, shit.
But that leads me on to say, what did you do for the rest of the weekend?
Well, Friday we had one of our last Team Arizona USofA fundraisers at our lounge. Saturday, we had a car wash. And between the car wash and then walking around in boots all day on Sunday, I am so fucking sore. My
feet are so sore from one day.
Like, and with the car wash, like I was climbing on top of trucks, and I'm like, bending down and squatting down to like clean tires and shit. Man, by the time I got home on Sunday, I was so tired. I had so much sun, and like it just wiped me the fuck out.
Oh my. I can see.
We got Gabe Gardner on right now. We got Vicious Slick watching. We got Ryan. We got Brandy watching.
Hold on, the cat.
And a few other people that are lurking.
Oh.
There's actually a chance if she listened to me and actually did what I told her to. One of my oldest friend who actually lives in Singapore should be watching us right now too.
The one that was watching the last time?
What? No.
The one that follows me on Facebook.
Yes, she follows you on Facebook. And for some reason, she thinks you are just absolutely gorgeous. I'm like, are you? But
the connection would be bad there.
In her defense, she is old and probably needs glasses.
Oh my God! I hope she's not. Oh wow! This is how
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my phone to ding in a minute here.
If she's watching, I appreciate the compliment.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
So and then we went to ice cream after the rodeo.
Yeah.
If you guys are ever in Levine, or if you ever feel like driving to get some really, really amazing homemade, like not shipped in or anything like that, like made in store ice cream, go to Scooptacular in Levine. The place is amazing.
I wish they had one.
So good.
Do they have one down here?
He said they opened one in Gilbert. Which doesn't help me any, mind you.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Well, how the hell you gonna get there?
The bus.
Freddy, I need a ride to ice cream.
The bus.
The bus. You took the bus all the way into Gilbert. Oh Lord! All right, should we move right on to my just the tip?
Yes, go for it.
And then because we have all sorts of stuff to talk about and some rants and all. So we've talked in the past about tips and like dating trans guys kind of 101, like the basics of dating trans guys. So tonight I figured why not kind of cover some of the basics when it comes to dating trans women. Because you'll have to excuse me, I'm still dying. I still have a family of frogs in my throat that won't leave. Jesus. Oh because the fact of the matter is that trans women are far more stigmatized than trans men are, though both of us are looked at.
You don't think it's
what?
You don't think it's as harsh on both sides?
Not as much. No, not really.
I think there's harshness on both sides, but I think there is different types.
There is, but for some reason, like fucking a trans guy doesn't seem to have the stigma attached to it than fucking a trans woman. Like it's stupid. It's extraordinarily stupid.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, see, everybody's having problems with YouTube tonight. It's all buffering. It's all, YouTube. Oh, and Felicia's frozen. Shit. Am I the only person? Hopefully it stays connected. Give it a minute. We'll see. Are you back?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, this is
Christ.
horrible.
Yeah, everybody's having issues with YouTube. Vicious said that it's buffering and it's being slow and stupid. So, Lord, come on, YouTube, get with the program. All right. So anyway, here are some basic sort of tips, and these are mostly geared. I mean, it gets geared towards anyone, but a lot of it is geared towards the men that tend to date trans women, whether you're cisgender or trans. I'm just saying. If you are a man and you are dating a trans woman, this does not make you gay.
Oh,
Okay?
it does?
A trans woman is a woman. Period. So, regardless of what your sexuality was before, it's not going to change you. Like, it's not going to, if you identified as a straight man and now you're dating a trans woman, it's not going to make you gay all of a sudden. It's not. You have to look past the genitalia, for God's sakes, people. Jesus Christ. And even if anybody's, even if she's had bottom surgery, just because she was born a man does not mean that it makes you gay. It's so stupid.
Kind of disrespectful at the same time.
Well, it's extraordinarily disrespectful. Yeah. Dating a trans woman does not mean you're into freaky stuff. Unless, of course, you were, unless you were already, kinky beforehand, which is fine, but it's totally exclusive from dating a trans woman. Dating a trans woman does not make you kinky and does not make you into freaky stuff. Possibly being tied up and having sounding rods inserted into your urethra would make you sort of into freaky stuff. You see how that's different? That's different. Dating a trans woman does not make you abnormal. This is one thing that pisses me off, and it's always this joke that you see on movies and sitcoms and shit. As soon as somebody finds out that the person that they went on a date with or whatever, or the person that they slept with used to be a man, they're like, they have to run to the bathroom, they're vomiting. It's like, seriously? Really? Really? That it's, come on. It's fucking rude. It's fucking rude. It's fucking rude. And I wish they would just cut those damn jokes out of all that shit, because it's like, it doesn't help anything. It doesn't help transphobia at all. Did I lose Felicia again? Oh, no, there you are. Okay.
I'm here.
I'm flipping back and forth, so I'm just making sure. If you're a man, whether it's transgender or cisgender or whatever, being with a trans woman does not make you any less of a man.
Why would it?
Because men can be stupid like that. Especially if, like, she hasn't had, bottom surgery yet. Oh, no, she's got a penis. Oh, come on.
Right, we proved in other episodes that straight men like to have anal sex, whether it be given or be received.
Right. It's the stigma that's attached to it. That's all it is. It's the stigma that's attached to it. And we talked about this in terms of sex with a trans man, but having sex with a trans woman isn't a fetish, and it shouldn't be a fetish. She is not your own personal she-male or chicks with dicks porn star.
Oh my.
So don't treat her like she is. Don't ask about any surgeries. Like, if you're right in a just the first conversation with somebody, don't ask about surgeries right off the bat. Hi, my name's John. Have you had bottom surgery?
There's cat ass behind you.
Yeah, that happens. Trans women and trans men as well, they're not here to be your gender studies professor. So if you're going to date me, you're going to date me because you like me as a person. If you're going to date a trans woman, you're going to date her because you like her as a person, not because you want to find out more about us.
Oh my.
Like, most of us are happy to educate, like, if well, think about how much you've learned in the past almost 2 years. You know what I mean? Like, but
we're writing books here pretty soon.
Right. But, like, that's not my sole purpose in life, is to make sure that you are educated on, the transgender world. That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
No, and that's not all we talk about either, because if that's all we talked about, then I'd be like, okay, I get it. You're a trans.
Right.
Got
right.
it.
It's like, okay, got it. Thanks. Don't compliment a trans woman on how passable she is or how feminine she is.
Does that happen with the trans men?
Oh yeah. It happens with hey, look, see, my friend made it on. Yeah,
it's a danger zone if I look.
Yeah, don't do it. But yeah, she's my friend from Singapore is on.
Hi.
But no, yeah, that it is, and it's because it's a major hang up within the trans community because of all the what society deems as, you know, manly or feminine or pretty or masculine or whatever, blah 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 blah.
Oh, we'll have to talk about that one show.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's like it may sound like it's a compliment. Oh, hey, wow, I had no idea you used to be a chick. Or hey, wow, I had no idea you're really a dude.
What?
No, back that up. Instead of saying something like, wow, you're really passable, or wow, you're super feminine, you could just say, I really like you. Or even, wow, you're pretty. Or you're beautiful. Or without, like, you know what I mean? Without turning it into this big surprise, like, oh my God, who'd have thunk?
Wow.
Like, wow, oh my God, you actually look like a woman. A bitch, that's because she is a woman. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just, General rule of thumb. If you wouldn't treat a cisgender woman that way or ask a cisgender woman that question, don't treat a trans woman that way.
Just like you wouldn't ask a woman if she's pregnant.
Right? Like, you wouldn't ask a woman right off the bat, a cisgender woman right off the bat, you know, oh, have you had any, like, you know, vaginal plastic surgery? Like, you know, have you had any work done on your labia? Like, why would you ask anybody that?
Maybe I would.
Okay, well, you probably would, but you know, but
I would say it's research for the show.
Right. Yeah, you know, like if you wouldn't say it to a cisgender woman, don't say it to a trans woman. Period. You know, it's kind of a cliche, but you know, treat a trans woman that you're dating or that you're trying to date as if she were, you know, your mother or your sister or, you know, something like that. If you wouldn't want some creepy ass guy coming up to your sister and saying this shit, don't say it to a trans woman.
Oh.
Just don't do it.
Don't fuck with my sister.
It's rude. Vicious says, I've been asked a couple times if I'm pregnant. I'm like, no, I'm just fat. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, who was it? There was a couple, somebody who, like, within the span of a couple of days, someone asked them if they were pregnant or when they were due or something. And I'm like, why would you ask somebody that? Why?
People are brave.
Everybody's body type is different. Like, you know, some people are thinner in the waist and maybe have a bigger belly. Some people are thicker in the hips. Everybody's body is different. People carry, you know, fat and muscle in different areas. Why would you assume anyone was pregnant? Who says that?
And then sometimes when you don't assume, they're like, oh my God, you couldn't tell? And you're like, don't try to get me.
My friend Vina says, Freddie, I'd ask all those personal questions. And yes, she would, because she pretty much already has. Vina.
We're on the same page then. Okay. All right.
And the only reason she's allowed to ask me those questions is because she's known me for like 25 years.
Oh, wow. Bless her heart.
Right? Yeah.
Is she okay?
Is she okay? Define okay.
Have you damaged her so much she doesn't know the difference between being okay?
Probably. I said she's known me for almost 25 years, so I'll let you that just through you.
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Yeah. Fuck you. Lord. Oh my God. All right, what you got for us on the offbeat?
Okay, so I cannot take credit for all of these, but my husband found some of these. And I about laughed in the middle of work. And you know, sometimes when I am on my phone, I'm not like by myself. Sometimes I'm like with people, and then I'm like, and they're like, "Oh, I want to know what's funny." I can't tell you. Sorry, not for you. Okay, so let's go. Teen accused of running fake medical practice pose as gynecologist.
Apparently, he's done this before.
Yes. So, don't people check things? Or if you look at the picture, he does look feverishly young.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna ask that one. I'm not even
So that one, I'd be like, before I open my legs, I'd be like, wow, this looks like a kid.
You'd be like, how old are you? Can I see your credentials, please?
Why aren't they hanging on the wall? Most doctors have their stuff hanging on the wall.
Right.
Pro tip. If you plan to evade police using a smoke screen, you might want to turn off the device before the trail of smoke leads them to where you're hiding.
Oh.
Best thing. Just leaving it out there for you. I know maybe you're new, maybe the crime life isn't for you, but yeah.
Right? Maybe they should rethink their maybe they should rethink their crime career on that one.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Or maybe they should work for like a venue or something that has like a slot machine, so they can, put their
learn. Right. Jesus.
Speaking of expertise, this has nothing to do with it. A teen masturbates 46 times straight on Valentine's Day and dies from a heart attack. When you thought you were lonely, somebody else was a lot more lonelier than you were.
That's why I make sure to masturbate no more than 45 times a day.
Oh my God. I read that and I thought, this can't be real. He sent it to me. It can't be real. It's fake. It is so real.
It is real. It's unfortunate too. Dude,
your body cannot handle.
You remember how we've talked about that it is possible, in fact, to masturbate too much. That would be too much.
Isn't it like is adrenaline released when you orgasm?
There are all sorts of endorphins, all sorts of stuff. Your whole body just goes into this almost like a state of shock when you orgasm. Yeah. So if you keep doing that, you're going to put enough stress on your heart. And there's a good possibility that he may have had underlying issues.
But still, 46 times didn't help.
46 times straight. Let's see. If there's 24 hours in a day, if you were to masturbate, let me see here.
That's at least twice.
24 times, divided by 46. You would have to essentially be masturbating about every half hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And depending on how long it took you to get off, it'd be like 5 minutes in between.
He was a teen boy, so that probably didn't take very long.
Oh, Lord. It's insane. Do not masturbate that many times. Although doctors in Japan did say that masturbating at least 3 times a day helped you lose weight.
That's because you're not eating.
But there's a big difference between 3 times a day and 46 times a day.
I wouldn't know.
3 to 4 times a day.
Your body has
trans men out there, you know what I'm talking about.
Your body has a limit.
Your body does have a limit. Stick to 45 times a day.
Jesus. Then we'll be reading about somebody next week that stuck to our rule and died. Thanks.
We are not doctors. Anything.
Never have we claimed to be.
Nothing on this show is approved by the FDA, and Let's Have a Fefe is not designed to treat illnesses or cure.
If you're gonna seek any medical advice, please consult your doctor.
And not the dude that's running the gynecological office.
Because he might be moving somewhere else and then start another one.
Right. Jesus.
Who knows? Let's see. Have you ever wondered where dictators and strongmen got their statues? Well, seems that they come from North Korea.
Makes sense.
I wasn't too surprised, but I found it very odd. This one is a little bit of a funny. Juilliard trained soloist. Is it
soloist?
Celloist.
Cello. Cellist. It's a cellist.
Cellist.
Cellist. CH.
Stopped with 133 pounds, not 130 or 135, 133 pounds of marijuana, apparently strung out.
That's where the other 2 pounds went.
Oh.
It was 135 pounds.
Was it?
I don't know.
I was like, that's not what it said.
Well,
so Freddy, right now, because I'm afraid to use the internet, because I might.
Oh, I've already done this. Yeah, it goes to DonaldTrump.com.
Okay, so if you type in, for those that are watching,
or it did. I don't know if they fixed it.
Did they fix it?
Let me see.
So yesterday, if you
goes to Trump.
I think that it's a very, because he is a very smart marketer. Let's not forget that his first job is to be a marketer. Okay, so if this is true, and if you type in Jeb Bush, JEBBUSH.com, it like sits there a little bit, it thinks a little bit, and then it goes to DonaldTrump.com.
It goes to DonaldJTrump.com.
Okay. So what I think, and I could be wrong, is that Jeb Bush was not smart enough to buy all of his domains.
Probably.
So when all of these people start Googling him, Donald Trump bought JebBush.com, and all of that traffic is going to go to him.
Yep. That's pretty much exactly what's happening.
So, you know what else happens is those people that sponsor Donald Trump, they're happy about this. They're very happy about this. Because that means that there is no lack of anybody not seeing it. Because they're searching for Donald Trump. They're searching for, even if they're not looking.
I mean, realistically, is Jeb Bush even in the running anymore? Like,
no.
I don't even, like, he's like nobody at this point.
It kind of reminds me of that kid on the playground where you're like picking sports teams and you go, ooh, I'll pick everybody else. And
right.
Then
right.
Because he's saying that he really, really wants to be president and he wants to do all these things, but he doesn't have that. I don't want to say it's evilness. Well, you kind of have to have kind of a. He's more passive aggressive. He's not aggressive at all. That's what it is. He's very passive aggressive.
He is. Well, he's very passive in general. He's just kind of meh.
Yeah, he's just like, and then when he tried to be funny, it wasn't funny. It was.
None of them are funny. They're all. No.
Enough about the GOP. Let us move on to our trans, lesbian, and gay, and hashtag Black Lives Matters. Let's move on to this. Have you heard about this?
I have, but okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know anything about like boxing or fighting, so I really don't give a fuck.
That's fine. You don't have to know anything about that.
Okay, great. He said that, homosexuals were worse than animals, and then Nike dropped him. I really don't give a fuck because I don't buy Nike and I don't support boxing. So,
Well, that doesn't mean other people don't care, and some people may not know. So we do have to tell people that Manny Pacquiao, I have learned to say his name because I was so pissed. Because what happened is, like in the morning at work, I see like all the latest trends for news, and I saw that at the top of my screen, and it was like almost like my face had turned like bright red, and I almost wanted to like be like, what? What just happened? Why do people say things like this? Why? Where do they get this stuff from?
It's stupid. I mean, it's great that you know, Nike stood up and said, you know what, we're not gonna sponsor you anymore. But you know, I mean, it's that I think is fantastic, and I wish actually, you know, more companies that, you know, sponsored athletes and stuff like that would do things like that. But I wish they would do it with things like the football players that beat up on people, like their wives.
Yes.
You know, oh look, you're an abuser. We're not going to sponsor your team anymore.
So
is that too much to ask? Like,
no. You don't have to know anything about boxing. Floyd Mayweather said that people should live their lives and be whoever they want to be. And also, this, since you brought up Nike, I do want to applaud Adidas for they posted an ad with,
oh, I saw that,
what looks to be two female people kissing.
and all you see are their shoes.
Yeah, and so all on this feed is like, oh, happy Valentine's Day. Then all of a sudden it's bigotry. I don't think that brands should be promoting stuff like this. And
my favorite was Valentine's Day is for men and women.
Yes. And then
Valentine's, oh Lord.
And then Adidas came through with just this slick one-liner that said, Valentine's Day is about love. That was it. They didn't say it should be between a man and a man or a woman and a woman. They didn't get all deep into it. They just said, clack, go ahead. You don't like our shoes,
don't fucking buy them. That's why there's options out there. You know, oh shit, Felicia froze. Hopefully she'll come back. If not, well, I'll just, oh, did she come back? There you are.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell?
I'm not sure what's going on anymore. Not sure about my life.
Hang on, I'm making sure that we're back on YouTube. There we go.
Does it go
Lord,
out? Does it go out when I disconnect?
I think so.
Oh, God.
Hang on. They're trying to come back. No, we just have our logo sitting up on YouTube. I'm waiting for a minute to see if it'll come back.
I was having such a good conversation.
I know.
It says that we have 9 people watching.
Yeah.
So maybe it didn't go out completely. Maybe it just stops at me.
I don't know. I'm still sitting here. Hang on. Let me unmute it and let me see what's happening.
Hello.
Okay.
Where's it stop?
All right. Apparently we still have audio, but oh, there we go. Now we're back. Like we had audio, but we were in the little boxes down on the little right-hand corner.
Oh.
What the hell?
YouTube, are you trying
me the internet again?
YouTube, you're trying me again. You're trying me again. Last time this happened, I threatened to go to another platform. I will do it.
We were doing so well, and then you had to break the internet again. Damn it! What the hell?
This ain't me this time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking fault for
this. So anyway, the anti-Beyonce protest.
I just want to laugh in those people's faces.
Oh, that's funny. No, apparently not even like the so-called organizers showed up. Nobody showed up. Nobody.
But you know who showed up? All her fans.
You
bitch. You bitch. You want to throw a protest and then not be man enough to show up? Go ahead. Bye. Go ahead. One thing I do need to add to this section, the gay, lesbian, trans section, is that we did last week have a murder-suicide on a Phoenix campus.
Yeah, it was Glendale High School. It was Independence High School.
Correct. And it is to be believed that it was a murder-suicide between a lesbian couple, or alleged lesbian.
And they had the protesters out there today. Fuckers.
Westboro?
I don't even think it was Westboro. I think it was fucking local. The people that always show up at pride parades and shit.
Why? Where? I always wonder, where do these people get their time and their money? Because I'm doing something wrong.
They have nothing better to do than to skip work so they can go protest at a fucking high school. Like, it's fucking stupid. It's rude, and you know, I get a fucking life. Like, seriously, get a fucking life. It's awful. You have these students that are mourning the loss of their friends, and they have to deal with these fucking protesters. You know, gay sex is a sin. I want to like take the sign that says gay sex is sin and take the S out so it says gay sex is in.
Oh. I want one.
Right?
I can't wear that t-shirt to work. Oh, but yes, I did want to throw that in and say they are to be remembered as who they were before the incident, and that if you have any issues between you and a lover and you are 15 or at any age, you need to consult with somebody, a professional. Do not, your friends are not professionals.
No, your friends are not professionals. And there's all sorts of hotlines and things out there for LGBTQ youth, and you could even, I think at that point, even call the suicide hotline. You know what I mean? Like, call the suicide hotline.
Mm-hmm.
And they will help you. They can direct you to somebody that can, like, that just...
I feel that they were I mean, not that anybody should be killing each other or dying. I just felt like they were way too young to be doing this. I felt like at that age, you do not make the right decision. I felt like this, I mean, I'm not one to say or judge or say anything about them, but I felt like it was too young. And
Ryan says that it was in fact Westboro, and that they can afford to do it because they have grant writers. Fucking stupid. Oh, Monday night also was Caden Clark's. Oh Jesus! There you are.
Jesus, Lord,
I swear to God. Monday night was also Caden Clark's memorial vigil as well. That I wanted to go to and I couldn't. I meant to, and there was so much other shit going on. I
apologize to those that I did tell that I was going.
I have like I can't keep anything straight. I have no idea. I barely know what day it is, you know, and you know I just hope that people understand that if I don't show up for something like that, it's not because I don't care. It's because it's not that I, you know. So.
True.
I know. We're frozen again. We're coming back, I promise. So, this next little bit thing here, this is all you. You can go on right ahead here.
Okay. So, speaking of not showing up, I do have a problem. I'm going to rant. And I may get interrupted by YouTube upon my rant. Unless YouTube knows better and will let me stay here. I have a problem with when people say they're going to show up. When you say, I commit to this, I take your word as if you handed me a $50 bill and you said, my word is bond. I was raised that way from the get-go. You say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. If it turns out you don't want to do it, you are man enough or woman enough to walk up to that person and say, I'm not going to do this because such and such. Now. And
don't feed people a bunch of bullshit excuses.
I'm getting there. I do understand that your life outside of work, your friends, your baby daddies, your mama's daddies, whatever, have priority. I understand that emergencies occur. I understand that your life does not revolve around me. I understand that completely. But when you don't take into an account that I may be concerned about you, or that I may need to know more about what's going on with you, or that, fuck, I may be dependent on you and you didn't show up.
Right. That pisses me off too. Fuck. You know what? Well, I was in a fucking hospital getting needles jabbed into my fucking finger, and I was texting you going, I may not be able to do the show this week.
That was...
Because that was a Tuesday. That happened on a Tuesday. I got admitted on a Tuesday, and I'm sitting in the ER. I've got my finger sliced open from like the tip all the way down to the last knuckle, and I'm like dying. My hand is about to fall off because of the infection, and I'm sitting there texting Felicia going, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the show tomorrow. You may need to find somebody. Because my hand is about to be amputated.
Turns out it was not your whole hand, thank God.
Not right.
That would have been weird.
Like, if there's if you have time to check in places on Facebook,
not dead yet.
You have time to send somebody a text message and say, "Hey, I can't make it."
So to me, this happens to me sometime when I invite people like to lunch, and then all of a sudden they just don't show up.
Who does that?
I can't name names. I don't.
Like that's like, it's not like, okay, well, let's do lunch one of these days. It's no, we're gonna do lunch on Tuesday at 12:30 at this place.
And then you just sit there.
That's fucking rude as fuck. No.
Okay.
No.
In my life, if you don't respect my time, I don't respect your time. If you take it for granted, I would show up late places. So that doesn't mean I disrespect your time. That means I am doing my best to stay on time.
Because you black.
Be lucky I showed up. But no call, no show, you're fired. No. Unless, I don't know, something has to be of complete... If I see you like saying, oh, sorry, I can't make it, then all of a sudden I see a picture of you at like another show. That has happened to me. Somebody canceled it at a show, and then that all of a sudden they were on Facebook at another.
Nope.
I was like, ah, are you kidding? When can I get on your show?
Nope.
I don't know. When I had a show in real life, in the venue, you never showed up. So why are you going to show up at my house?
Right? Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah. The people that, or they'll show up, like they'll say they're going to be somewhere. They don't show up, and then they'll show up like later to go dancing or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay.
Or I have had happen to me, people that, and I will say they're queens, that have said, oh, I don't feel like getting in drag. And then they don't show up for the show. And then after the show, they're like at the bar and
in full face.
No, not in drag, but like in the regular club.
Oh, and you froze again. Jesus Christ. I don't know if this is YouTube, or I don't know if it's Google Plus, or a combination of the two.
I'm going to have to record my rant separately.
Right. Oh, I don't know if is it Google Plus? Is it YouTube? Is it a combination of the two? Like, what is going on? Like,
not me. That is for sure.
Oh my God, it's so annoying. We were doing so well too. We were like on a streak where we weren't having any real major issues. At least not in terms of like video. Sound issues, yes, okay, because we always deal with fucking sound issues.
That was my fault. That, of course.
But like video issues, we haven't had a problem with until tonight. Like what the hell?
It was a sign when I saw that Karen and Joy were having a problem. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, no, I don't deal. You bail on me, you cancel. I won't work with you anymore. I won't.
I can do second chances, but once that second chance gets blown, I'm like, how many times, girl?
There have been people when I still had Spotlight. That there were a couple times there are a couple people. So there's always the same people who it was like the day of.
Oh, I can't stand it.
Cancel, and I'm like, okay. And for a show like Spotlight, that doesn't work.
Rehearsal for 6 weeks and
right. That doesn't fucking work, and that shit pisses me off because it means having to cut numbers and having to basically rearrange the entire damn show because your ass decided that they were too hungover or they were too this or they were too that to actually get up and, you know, honor their commitment. That crap, nope, I can't.
Don't do this to me because I'm a little bit crazy.
Well,
when I send you a message and you don't answer me, but then I see you post on Facebook.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
I don't know. Confirm with me, and then I see you post that that happened to me this weekend.
Are you serious?
They know who they are. They were supposed to be in our set, and they did not reply to any of the messages. And they were on Facebook.
If you're not gonna fucking show up, let somebody know so that your spot can be filled.
Yes.
There's plenty of people that would love to come and perform.
They
would love to get out there.
Like over and over. I'm like, oh well, this person already confirmed.
Right. You're not gonna show up. And you know what? I don't care if you are new. I don't care if you're a seasoned performer. That shit is unprofessional. If you're new, that's a really good way to stay new and never, ever be able to get booked again.
Never.
And if you're a seasoned performer, that's a good way to burn all sorts of bridges. People don't put up with that shit. People don't like you bailing on shows. When you have a commitment,
it's not reliability.
No, when you've made a commitment and there's no excuse. There's no excuse. When I spent a month in Texas for work, I still managed to have rehearsals for Spotlight. Thank you, Skype. And the day after I got back, after spending a month in a fucking hotel, eating out and not being able to
that sounds.
I was able to get to Spotlight, do the thing. I was fucking exhausted, but you know what? I had to do it. So I did it. There's no fucking excuses. None.
Anybody commenting on this?
Let me double check here. Hang on, I'm flip-flopping. No, I think they're either just listening or they just gave up. Ryan had to go. We still have people watching, but yeah.
Okay.
But no, nobody's commenting yet. But yeah, no, there's zero excuse. If I can be in the hospital and let people know that I can't make it, if I can spend a month away from home, fly back, and then immediately basically go essentially from the airport to the fucking bar, then there's no fucking excuses. You know, the only time that I've canceled like that was after I had the surgery on my finger and I had to cancel Spotlight because there's nothing I could do. Mm-hmm. I tried to reschedule it and it didn't work because I had my hand was all bandaged up and I had a fucking IV in my arm. There's
excuses.
There's nothing, I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I can't do shit with a fucking, I was handicapped. There was nothing I could fucking do. And as everybody knows, having to cancel Spotlight, that was awful. That's not how I roll. And I tell you what, with everything that's been going on the last few weeks, if I could have bailed on the rodeo, I probably would have bailed on the rodeo because I was tired.
Well, people would.
But I showed up. I showed up. I performed in 2 sets. You do what you have to do. You make a commitment, you fucking deal with it. You do it. Or you know what? Don't fucking commit to shit. Period. Just saying.
Or let somebody communication is definitely key in that aspect.
Yeah, I can't. That's one thing that pisses me off. I have zero tolerance for that. You bail on me once, bail on me twice, we're done.
Yeah.
If I see you bail on other people too many times, we're done, because I'm not going to trust you to not bail on me.
Mm-hmm.
That's no. Anyhow, I do actually have a few Netflix and Hulu picks for you guys tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody watch the first 2 seasons of Bates Motel? Have you watched Bates Motel?
No, it's too scary for me.
It's really not scary. Like, it's not scary.
I hate it before bed. My mind does things.
But it's not scary. Anyway, don't watch it before bed then. Watch it on the weekend. But go watch all 3 seasons now of Bates Motel are on Netflix. The 3rd season was just added last week. I've already finished watching it. But it's a good show, and it kind of shows how crazy Norman Bates is.
Whatever else you have been watching is not on this list.
What have I been watching?
You know exactly what needs
to be. We don't talk about that. If you have like the Showtime extension on either Amazon or Hulu, there's an interesting
which is having it for cable.
Well, I don't know if you'll be able to watch it on cable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's still there, if these are past episodes. I don't know, whatever. But on Showtime, there's an interesting like docuseries called Polyamory, Married and Dating. And we've talked about polyamory and poly lifestyles on the show a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And the show is actually is pretty well done. The first season's better than the second season, but the first season deals with a polyamorous triad. So there's 2 women and a man. The guy is actually legally married to one of the women, and then the third is like it's their third. And they've been together like 3 years. And they also cover a couple who has, like, they basically live with another couple. Like, another couple moved in, and they all have, like, they have sort of a relationship with each other, but they also have outside relationships outside of this. And it's not all happy and, oh my God, everything is wonderful, blah blah blah. Like, it actually deals with some of the struggles and some of the issues that come up when you're in a polyamorous relationship.
Jealousy.
Jealousy is one of them, and then, like, with the couple that are living with the other couple, it's, you know, the cohabitation and boundaries and things like that, and it's interesting. The second season comes back to that group of people with the 2 couples that are living with each other, and then they bring in another triad. But I'm a little skeptical about this other threesome here. It's more like I'm a dude and I have these 2 women, and it's not, to me, it doesn't seem as authentic and as legit as the previous season, but it's still kind of interesting. But it gives you an interesting sort of look on you know, the polyamorous lifestyle, which is not sister wives, not polygamy, it's polyamory. There's a big difference. And then also on Netflix is a documentary called Being Ginger. Mm-hmm. And
did you watch it?
I did watch it.
Oh.
And it was interesting because I'm one of these people. I'm a ginger, and people are always posting shit on my timeline of, you know, ginger this, ginger that, blah 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 blah, you know. And I posted about it after I watched it, because this guy he's an American. He's living in the UK. Correct. And he is basically going around on campus, and he's talking to people about, you know, why gingers are seen as so unattractive. Why, you know, because we are. And I don't think anybody really sees it.
Oh, pass that back. What?
What, gingers? Gingers are seen as unattractive. They're seen men.
I thought you were saying that you are unattractive. I was like,
no. Ginger men in particular are always seen as unattractive. In fact, somebody actually told me once that there's no hot gingers.
That wasn't. Let me confirm that wasn't me.
No, that wasn't you. And I'm like, and what people don't understand is when you say things about gingers not having souls, gingers being unattractive, blah, 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 blah. Hate to break it to you folks, that's bullying.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you post things about, gingers sucking the life out of you or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, would you post that about a Black person?
Some people have.
Like, it's bullying. Would you say stuff like that about any other minority? Probably not.
Some people have.
Some people, yes, some people have, obviously. But you know what I mean? Like, it's because it's funny, it's gingers, ha ha ha, because South Park made it funny, so it's totally okay. No, it's not. And it gets,
I think at one point he got to the point of it is that he started to believe this so much that he started to self-hate.
And that's exactly it. Is when you have enough people that say these things to you. He actually said it once. He was like, I don't date ginger women. And they're like, why? And he's like, well, because they're not like he was struggling with it. He was like, well, because they're not attractive. Wait, what the fuck am I saying? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, what do you mean ginger? Like, and then he went to like a ginger convention in I believe it was Denmark. It was Denmark or Norway. I think it was Denmark.
And they host every year. I've already looked.
Yep, it's every year. There's this ginger convention, and it was a chance for him to go and meet and talk to all these gingers and get a feel for their experiences and actually have a little bit of ginger pride. And it was interesting watching this. It's actually been interesting for me the last couple of years because growing up, no one referred to me as a ginger. No one ever said anything about, soul sucking or not having a soul or like it. Nobody's ever said that to me, ever.
I think that it's more of a, dare I say it, I think it's more of an English language, because it was even in the UK, but I think it's more of an English language. But he even said himself that ginger women were more attractive than ginger men.
That's generally believed, yes.
And
that's the general consensus is that ginger women are more attractive than ginger men. And like all the women that he talked to, nobody wanted to date a ginger dude.
He even put folks, if you watch this movie, I'm not trying to spoil it for you, but he even puts a sign on that thoroughly explains what he is looking for or wants to do without giving it away, wants to do, and he still gets disregarded.
Yeah.
Or people say he's very ballsy for doing it.
Yeah. I would actually recommend watching the documentary because almost everybody I know gives me shit about being ginger. I have heard, like I said, I get shit posted on my wall all the time. Anytime there's, anything that has to do with gingers, whatever, it always ends up on my wall.
Well, I recommend this one to you because this one made me cry. And I kind of could relate to it. And I could tell you why, because when I grew up, I was always known as the black child that talked white. God, that still bothers me to this day. Being educated is like a weapon to some people. So
right, like the whole you don't sound black.
Yeah. Bruce. So that happened, and then I want to say more of when I moved here, it happened more that being black almost seemed like it was like a horrible thing. Does that make sense? We've talked about it on the show, like why I think that being considered black is not a bad thing, or so at the same time being ginger shouldn't be considered as a bad thing. It should be at what point I would love to find out why that happened, like why the specification of being a redhead pulled out from being a blonde or a brunette.
Well, I mean, it's based in history. For a long time, the Catholic Church actually thought that redheads were redheaded because they were witches.
Oh,
so, yeah. Thank you, Catholicism, for that.
Sorry about that.
Right, but like with me,
That's
it
fun.
wasn't up until the last, like it's only been in recent years, like very recently, that I started getting the whole gingers, no souls, blah 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 bullshit. And the first time I started hearing it, it kind of took me aback. I was like,
I
what?
missed part of it because it decided to cut out.
Oh, great. But yeah, the first time I started, the first time anybody started telling me about, oh, you're a ginger, you have no soul, blah blah blah, like it was really kind of rough. I was like, I don't understand this, and I don't get it. Like, it never happened to me growing up, never. And I was around Brits, I was around Americans, I was around Australia, I was around English-speaking people, and nobody ever once made a comment about the little ginger kid.
But I think that more of this is geared toward ginger men.
A lot of it is geared toward ginger men. Fuck, I'm super stoked to be ginger. I'm a natural ginger, and now everybody bitches about gingers, but everybody and their mother wants red hair.
Exactly.
Everybody fucking bitches about gingers, but everybody wants to go get their hair dyed some shade of red.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's like, okay, so what, you're jealous? Is that what it is? Because that sure as hell seems to be what you're gonna bitch at me because I was born this way. Like, not my fault. I love the fact that I'm ginger. I love the fact that I make up 2% of the population. And no, contrary to what people are saying, we are not dying off, you dumb fucks. People keep saying gingers are dying out. No, gingers are not dying out. You don't be stupid. Fucking idiots. I am part of a minority, and I'm fucking proud of it. Fuck you if you don't like gingers. And I found that right now, like, there's two ends of the spectrum. Either people completely hate gingers and they want nothing to do. Gingers are gross. Nobody wants a ginger man. La la la. Or everybody's like, oh my god, give me a hot ginger. Like, there's two ends of the spectrum, and nobody's in the middle. Nobody's like, oh yeah, gingers are okay. No, you either, oh my god, gingers are amazing and I love gingers, or it's, ew, gingers are gross.
Well, it's the same thing when you date in the community. When I first started dating in the gay community, all I saw was, I don't date blacks.
No blacks, no fats, no femmes.
Yeah, I got that a lot. Or how can you be a femme and be a top?
Yeah, right, because they're completely mutually, totally mutually. You can't have one.
Yeah, I don't know. Just life. Life is just full of contradiction. But it about made me cry a little bit. But I would watch Being a Ginger. Another one I didn't put on the list, but I kind of mentioned it last week, is What Happens Next. And I've been trying to
I need to watch that
on the show. And if he does not answer me, we're just going to talk about his movie without him. and I will just send it to YouTube and be like, here you go. I have talked about your movie, and thank you. But I did enjoy being the ginger, because then you get to see, he even ventures to date people and try to record it for people to see how this actually works.
It's kind of heartbreaking. Like it hurts your heart a little bit if you watch it. Like it's, you know, but I would definitely recommend it. If anybody's ever made a crack about somebody being, you know, a soulless ginger or whatever, I would highly recommend watching this, because maybe you just might change your actions a little bit. Just saying. So yeah. All right, we're running a little bit behind. What you got coming up?
I am doing a double header here pretty soon. On the 27th, I will be at Mia INS Adams Saturday Night Madness. It's going to be like the Supernova review show, and it will also be the weekend of 5 years ago. I was crowned Miss Gays.
I'm gonna try and get there. I have like a whole bunch of stuff that's happening that specific night, but I'm gonna see if I can get there. So,
and then so the next day, that's Sunday, is the Miss Gay Supernova USofA newcomer pageant, and we'll be honoring Soleil Valentino.
And I work late that night, but the hours are a little bit different. So if I can and I'm off, I'm gonna go and try and represent. So
it's a pageant. Oh, probably. But Mio runs a tight ship, so it may be.
Yes. What time does the pageant start?
Doors open at 6, I believe, and I think it starts at 8.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I'll post it on Facebook.
Okay.
We're not doing a Twitter chat tomorrow because I have a work thing that I'm really excited about, nerd-like things, and I've thought to because I haven't talked to you about this, so I won't tell everybody about it.
Okay.
Maybe I'll talk to you later. But I think that we need to address some things that I think that our entertainment community is doing wrong. Or it could be doing right. Let's say that.
Gotcha.
Freddy is still looking for sponsors for his nationals trip.
I am up to 200. If 4 more people if 4 more people want bow ties and throw $25 in there, I can make it up to 300, which is half of what my goal is on there. So come on, people, help me out here. Please, please, please.
I need to post it more often. I wonder if those are some of the people that I posted. I kind of bug some people.
But yeah, I've got you know, I'm up to, I hit 200 today, which is phenomenal. Thank you everybody that's helped me out. Thank you everybody that's donated. Even if you can't donate 25 and get a bow tie, you know, $10 helps, $5 helps, whatever it is that anything that you can
show better,
right?
Put $1.
Anything that you can throw in there would be absolutely amazing. But again, $25 or more. You want to throw 40 in there? I'll make you fucking 2 bow ties. I don't give a fuck. But at least $25 gets you a really awesome handmade bow tie. Just saying. And let's see. This Saturday coming up at C7 is it's the final Team Arizona fundraiser at Mia's show at Cruisin' 7. So if you're around, come out for it and show us some love. Like we're trying to, you know, push past our goal and raise lots of money, because the more money we raise, the less it's going to have to come out of our pocket. So help us out here. And then the following Saturday, on the 27th, at the Rock, we're doing another car wash. So come on out and let us wash your cars, and we'll get dirty and soapy and stuff for you. It'll be all sexy.
If you haven't seen the video of Sassy Diaz washing a car, or do anything, but boom. And don't forget to go to Harley's, Italian Bistro in Phoenix and try out some of the daily drink specials, the USofA drink specials.
They're good drinks, and a portion from each sale of the drinks goes back to our team too. So
what is yours again?
It's the classic. It's like a whiskey lemonade with an elderflower float.
Okay. So tonight we'd like to thank our sponsors. And thank all of you for watching. We like to thank the Phoenix Movie Bears. You can see them at phoenixmoviebears.com. They have outings usually on Wednesday nights, but I'll be okay if you go ahead and visit with them, but watch our episode later. Just make sure you watch the episode later. Make sure you check out gabeking.com or gabekingphotography.com, excuse me. And if you want to be a sponsor, I'm really serious. If you want to be a paying sponsor, please contact me or Freddy. We can talk about it. Right.
And thank you guys so much for hanging in there tonight, even through our technical difficulties. It kind of sucked. So sorry for that. Blame YouTube. If they have like a customer service number, you should call them and be like, what the fuck?
They don't answer. Be sure to like this episode, even though we cut out several times, or I cut out several times during it. Subscribe, share this with friends, or share parts of it.
See, it was totally Felicia's fault. Notice I didn't cut out anywhere. I was fine and dandy. Felicia kept dropping. So, who broke the internet?
Back to my old ways. You can also follow us on Twitter. Special thanks to all of you that watch, and we will see you next week.
Thank you guys for watching. Good night.
Oh, wait. It didn't stop.
Oh, my God.
Now it won't stop.
Oh, my God. Now it won't stop. It's just going to